Welcome back to the A-List podcast with Allison and Alex.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Allison.
And we're here to tell you about things you maybe don't know.
You probably do, but we'll talk about it.
We're going to talk about them anyway.
First on my list
Yeah.
is Justin Timberlake got a DWI.
Okay, so I just found this out an hour and a half ago.
Do we care? I mean,
Here's what I heard.
We care that he was drunk driving, and that is...
That is... In what city?
I think it was like near the Hamptons from what It was in New York in some county that I deduced was near the Hamptons.
Got it. Wherever it was, apparently it was a tour stop, though. Because someone said...
So maybe was New York the tour?
Maybe it could have been.
I don't know.
Apparently the body cam footage is about to be released. And the police officer... Again, this is just a TikTok I saw. If it's wrong, blame TikTok. But the person was like, I have a friend in the same precinct who said that the arresting officer was fresh out of the academy. They're 20 or 21. They didn't know who he was. And
Funny.
And there's like audio, I guess, of Justin saying like, I'm on a world tour. Like this is a stop of the world tour.
Doesn't matter. You shouldn't have drove drunk.
But the police officer's reply was, okay, sure.
He's so young that he just doesn't know who NSYNC is.
Who are you? Yeah.
I heard that his like friends and like bros were trying to also talk them out of arresting him.
It's just like
you can't get around
drunk.
that. And he refused the sobriety or the breathalyzer. And like if you do that, you're 100%
guilty.
I mean, I guess like you could have been like, I have had one drink. Like you're not going to say that because then they're going to be like, okay, you just admitted. But in your mind, if you're like, I had literally one beer 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Like I know I'm not going to blow. But if that were the case, you would just
do it.
So like if you refuse, you're obviously,
It's just upsetting regardless. Cause like driving drunk is so what? Yeah.
It's like, and on a podcast I listened to this morning that was talking about it, it's like you're so rich. You have
we're your drivers.
So many people at your disposal. You can hire a driver. You can literally hire anyone to drive you. You're Justin Timberlake. You can find a random person off the street and be like, I will give you $5,000 right now if you drive me
home
here.
Or wherever.
Like you just...
Maybe he was up to some shady business.
I feel like he kind of always is.
Well, this is not looking good for his already not selling out tour.
Right. Which, like, it sucks. I am so conflicted when it comes to him.
My dishwasher is just finished.
Got it. I'm so conflicted when it comes to him because it's like I have the childhood image of him. And it's so fun that NSYNC has gotten back together and they're performing together again. And he was always a crush and he's so good at dancing and singing that that side of me wants to like him so badly, like again. But then the other side of me is like, no, everything about like Janet and Britney that we know now that we didn't know then, the like... him like possibly cheating situation. It's just like some grimy things have been
and then there's Lance
outed.
Who I saw recently at the mall with his husband just having a Starbucks.
Cute.
After my
he
boxing
owns
class.
half of West Hollywood.
Yeah, truly. Good for him.
I found out somewhere else that he used to own the bar next to Rocco's in the Valley, and he sold it to Jax from Vanderpump Rules. It always comes back to Vanderpump Rules.
It always comes
and
back.
We'll get to Vanderpump Rules again at the end in a way.
Yeah.
But he used to own that too. So he's just like literally owns Los Angeles.
That
he should
is
run for
property
mayor.
investment. He should. Mayor of West Hollywood, I think he'd win.
That'd be so fun.
I love that.
But anyway, I feel like that was like one of the biggest news articles of this morning.
JT.
Looking.
I have a correction about everyone who listened last week, and I said that I'd be back from my brother's wedding. I don't know how I had my dates so wrong.
Oh, you leave.
I was editing it, and I was like, what? That math is
I
wrong.
believed you.
So did Emily. Like, I made it sound like
for sure.
I made it sound like Emily's wedding was this weekend. No, I leave Thursday.
Got it.
When this episode comes out, I will be heading to the airport in Indiana, coming back to LA.
True.
So no updates on my brother's wedding because it hasn't happened, but I have memorized the song that I'm singing, and we'll see how that goes.
It is so hot in Indiana right now.
That's what I hear, and this is an outdoor wedding at 5 p.m.
You are going to be sweating.
And I'm wearing pants. And I wasn't going to wear pants. I was going to wear like dressy short,
Oh, yeah.
normal. Except that when I asked my sister what all of the gents were wearing, no one's wearing shorts. I really expected, like, my brother is the type that I would expect him to be
Yeah.
like kind of funny, but in a pair of like nice shorts.
Yeah.
Not even my nephew's wearing shorts. So I was like, okay,
You
I
can't be
guess
the only
I'm not
one.
going to let my Indiana, California tattoo show.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I tried on today a bunch of outfits and I narrowed it down to 3. So
Are
really
you
it's just a matter of
Are you
picking
wearing
the right
like
shirt.
a long sleeve shirt?
It's one of the options is, but I think, and it's my favorite option. The only
Mhm.
reason I wouldn't wear it is if I'm like, can't handle how muggy it would be.
Yeah.
And it's going to be muggy. Now, the ceremony itself is like literally 30 minutes. So it's very fast.
Love that.
And I'm surprised they're not getting married at 5:30 because it's bad luck to get married while the hand is going down 1 o'clock.
I didn't know that.
It's a wedding superstition.
Oh.
And but whatever. So it's going to be short, and then everyone changes into their swim gear. So I'm not really doing a swimming suit situation, but I am doing like a poolside, more like Palm Springsy look
Yeah.
that I'll change into. But I am going
Cute.
to wear pants for the ceremony.
Well, that's good. It won't last very long.
And
I do love a quick ceremony.
Yeah, me too. I really appreciate it. Oh, I do want to say, so I did pop into the mall the other day. I was like, let me just see if I can find something to wear. I'm not even thinking about what I'm going to wear to Emily's wedding because it's too stressful. I'm just going to make a game time decision sometime next week. But I was like, let me see if I can find. So Target was having a sale, so I bought some stuff at Target, and I'm returning most of it. And then I popped into Abercrombie, and I was like, when did Abercrombie become so stylish?
Abercrombie's my favorite store.
Abercrombie is making a comeback in a strange way. It's like everything I want in clothes, and they never used to be that way.
Yeah. It's incredible. I have spent so much money from them like over the past year because their sizing is so good now and all of their stuff is such good quality. It looks good. Like the style is good.
Yeah.
It's honestly my favorite store.
Whoever went into that company and said, terrible history, let's keep the name and redo this.
Yeah.
Genius.
So good.
So I decided that when I get back, I'm going to take a day and go there. Because I was like, there was a ton of things I wanted to try on, but I was like, none of this is going to be Indiana wedding appropriate. It's like see-through knit tops and stuff that I would want to wear to like Emily's wedding. So I'm just going to go back next week, try on some things and see if something sparks.
Which mall did you go to?
I went to the Americana because I got a new pair of Converse, and the only store that had my size for pickup was the Tilly's in the Americana or in the Glendale Galleria.
Yeah.
So I reserved them for pickup, and then I was like, let me just pop around here.
Yeah. I'm sure that Abercrombie is good. I don't really remember it, but the Topanga one is pretty good.
Is it big?
It's bigger than
Is there one in Westfield?
I don't think so. It's big-ish.
Okay.
I would say the men's section is not as big.
So the men's section at the gallery was pretty big.
Maybe.
Also, they had an Indianapolis 500 vintage distressed T-shirt.
Yeah, they had a really cute Colts sweatshirt during NFL season that I didn't get, and I regretted it. It was also distressed. It was probably a similar vibe. And then when I went back after the season, thinking it might be on sale, of course it wasn't available at all. But it was cute.
I'll show you. I was gonna send them, but I'll just show you afterward what my outfit options are.
Cute.
And that's my clothing corner up to.
Everything's a corner. Another thing I had written down was the Celine Dion documentary will be out June 25th.
It was hard for me to watch even the trailer. I was getting choked up.
I actually haven't seen the trailer, but I did hear from the viewing that happened last night.
I don't know.
In New York, there was a exclusive viewing that I heard some people talk about. They said the room was silent when they caught on camera one of the episodes.
Yeah.
And it was like the room was silent and like chilling.
Also, have you ever heard of stiff person syndrome?
No.
Me either. It's terrifying.
I think they said that it also did a good job of explaining what it is.
Okay, good.
Because no one knows.
There's a documentary with Selma Blair. She has MS. And it's about her like doing some stem cell research, and they explained MS in that documentary in a way that I'd never had it explained to me either.
Yeah,
so I like when they do that. It's like something that you've heard. I mean, I've never heard of stiff person syndrome. And I guess I'm just scared to watch it and find out that it's another Julie Andrews situation. Like we're not going to get any more singing out of her or something.
I know. I mean,
I saw a clip where she tried to sing and it was not good.
Because it like started having an episode during the middle of it. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard that or not, but has she sung at all since?
I have no idea. It sucks.
From what I can understand, but without seeing the documentary, is that she can be completely normal.
And then for no reason.
The episode happens. So I don't know if her vocal cords have been affected by the episodes or if she can still sing. Unless it's just like she can't control when it happens.
Because like was it the Grammys she gave an award to Taylor? Yeah.
To Taylor, yeah.
So I do wonder if it's like, it's a gamble.
Yeah, like you don't know. I think she like probably travels with
a team.
Yeah, doctors and
because
she can.
We can speculate all we want, but we're just gonna watch the documentary and find out.
Yeah, I don't love documentaries like that. A lot of the time, like
why?
I don't know. I think it just like feels sad. Like I haven't seen that Some Hike one. There's another one I feel like you've told me about.
Selma Blair.
Oh, sorry, Selma Blair. But I feel like there's another one you've told me about that. A
documentary?
Yeah, of like a famous person that's sad.
Oh yeah, I love them.
I know. It's just like if I sit down to watch something, it's not like I want to watch this and be sad type of vibe. So then I just continue to skip it. But I feel like with this, I do actually want to watch. Yeah. So
I think because she hasn't had a tragic end.
Yeah, she's alive.
She's alive.
So that's good.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Oh, I guess we didn't even talk about ourselves.
We jumped right into pop culture.
Yeah, because I didn't have really anything written down. Normally, like during the weeks, I'm good at taking notes on my phone.
You didn't talk about it last week, but wait. Before we say that, our speak pipe, did you see that I was right and that Daniela, I think is her name, Daniela?
Oh, TFM Squad?
Yeah. And she is from South Africa. I was right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She DM'd me, but also I think she commented on... Oh, no, when she posted it. She posted a little clip of us, and she said, and you're right, Alex, you're right. I'm from South Africa.
Okay. Wow. Good job.
Shout out. Thank you.
That is a good ear.
But what you forgot to talk about last week is that the fitness marshal, you guys had Rita Ora on.
Oh, yeah.
It was slated to talk about, but you didn't talk about it.
Got it. Yeah, we released last week, I believe, a video with Rita Ora for her new song. She was in our YouTube video, and that was very exciting. I learned about it not too long before we shot it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it was like confirmed.
Yeah.
I know Caleb had gone to the set of her music video to meet her, but I didn't know when it was confirmed that she was going to be in our video.
Yeah.
So that was cute. She popped in, like was so fast.
Yeah.
I think Caleb had sent her the choreography before. But she literally got up to the mountain and was like, okay, let's go over it. And we literally went over it once. She didn't do the whole dance. She just popped in at the end.
Yeah.
And did like a couple 8 counts. And then she was just like, okay, let's shoot it. And we were like, okay.
Professional.
I feel like we could do it again. I think the only thing I regret is I thought that the spacing that we did would be good, but I didn't take into account, like, she doesn't film with us a lot. So ever. She doesn't film with us. So like she wasn't looking at the monitor because it's a tiny monitor. It's not like a big movie set monitor for her to see. And like, so she wasn't really aware that she should have been making sure that we were all
from my perspective, because you had said that to me before that you were worried about it. I don't think you were as covered as I thought you were going to be, but also Caleb was also then covering Haley. Like it felt like both him and Rita were doing this. Yeah.
Normally when we have an extra person with us, I go center. So it's like a zigzag.
Yeah.
But with her, it felt like they needed the moment of being
like this,
just them splitting center, and I felt like it would be weird for me to be center in the back.
Yeah.
When like it's like she's promoting her song.
Right.
I'm like, who's this girl? like if her fans are coming over, I feel like it would just, to me, it looked better in my mind for me to move to the outside and we make a little like triangle formation.
Yeah.
But because like it went so fast with her getting there.
Yeah.
We went over it once and then we're like, okay, let's shoot it. There was no really talk about like, is the spacing working? Should we go back? So like she kind of got out of her square a little bit. And so then I was on the edge of the frame and I could see that. So I was like, I have nowhere to go. So she did cover me a little bit a few times, but it's not our fault. Like I should have either spoken up or like it just is what it is. And then she did the little part in the video and then we made a TikTok where she pretended to be a hiker. And she just like walked in and then jumped in to the last like 8 count of the dance. So it was really cute. She was very nice.
That's awesome.
Great experience with her. She was complimentary. She had seen, I'm assuming they showed her a video at least.
Yeah.
And she like said some very nice words about like how positive we were. And then she went on her merry way.
Incredible.
It was such a fast.
Still shocks me every time I see her to know that she's not black.
True. And she's taller than I assumed. Because I feel like normally like pop girlies you think they're taller and then you see them and they're literally
really small.
4'9".
Yeah.
But she was.
Isn't Brittany also? She's pretty short, right?
I don't know. I've never been next to her, but I haven't like really seen any pictures or anything to know.
Yeah.
But I feel like most of them are like Ariana.
Oh yeah, she's
Sabrina Carpenter, like
super
all of
small.
Maybe. Oh, you sent me that Katy Perry, or did you share it?
It was on my story.
You know, I'm not a Katy Perry girl, but like she looks incredible.
She's in her hot girl era. Here she comes.
In that photo she released, she looks
like I've always liked Katy Perry, not like super fan, but like I've liked her. It feels like she's trying to she's like not being goofy for once. That's how I take it.
Which is.
Like her shtick has always been like, I'm a
like
little goofy, you know?
Yeah, I feel like part of me like not being into her is the
cheesiness that she is.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see. People are very annoyed at the sound, but also apparently it's come out that it's not real. I haven't
even heard anything.
It's like fake. People are like, this sounds like AI. Because the single is a Ava Max dead track, apparently.
Right. And I definitely know who Ava Max. Ava Max is one of them that I don't know.
She's the one with that weird haircut
blonde.
Industry plant.
Or is that Zara Larson?
They're both blonde. Ava Max has the cut off hair here and then long on the other side. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho.
We do some dances and that's like, so a lot of the times I can't tell the difference between Rita Ora, like not their faces, but their songs. Mm-hmm. Rita Ora, Charlie XCX, and who's the other one?
Rita, Charlie.
There's a third one that I get confused.
Is it the one that sings, Who Says Birds Don't Cry?
Is that Anita? I don't feel like she falls under that because I know that she's Latina. But then like Zara Larson, Ava Max, the blonde girlies, don't know which is which on that.
Fair.
But yeah, she looks, I don't know if the people know what I'm referring to, but Katy Perry released a Instagram picture or something of her new artwork for her.
Single artwork for
Yeah. And she looks like a model. Incredible.
She's changed her look. We all saw it coming. Something has happened in the last like 18 months and she started becoming what she is right now. She did a slow transition.
See, I don't pay attention.
I heard the murmurings. I was like, are we getting KP6?
Yeah.
Something's different about her.
I'll give it an honest try. Especially if it's a different sound. I'll give it an honest try. But
I just think we're getting real pop Katy back, which is fun.
Yeah, which like I Kissed a Girl is a great song. Like I was rocking out to that. It's just...
You didn't like her Teenage Dream album?
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
Broke so many records.
I'm so happy for her. But yeah, not my vibe.
What's going on with you? How's your apartment?
It's fine. It's the same. It's so hot. I don't have central air. Right. I just have 2 wall units, one in my bedroom and one in my
honestly,
living room.
Thank God. If you didn't have one in your bedroom, like...
No, I have a ceiling fan in my bedroom and then one in the kitchen, which they do nothing. The one in the kitchen sometimes turns on and sometimes doesn't.
That's
So I
right.
can't
It's so
really
random.
tell what that is. But when it gets to this, like when I first moved into that apartment last year in June, like the first 3 months were hell
Yeah.
because it's so hot. The wall units, I have to run them
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
So my bills are going to be high again, which
Yeah.
it was so nice to have lower ones. But then also it doesn't reach my kitchen
Yeah.
or my bathroom.
If.
So those are two places that are always hot no matter what.
Yeah.
And it's like if I'm doing my hair, I am sweating. So if I'm getting
Yeah.
ready to go somewhere that I don't want to be sweating in,
Yeah.
I am sweating.
Yep.
If I'm cooking, especially with like the oven on, like it is unbearable. So it's just the time of the year when it's like not fun for me personally.
And it's going to get worse for a couple months and then it will calm down again.
Yeah, like truly in the fall to spring was fine.
Yeah,
like
like
having
July
the door
and August is rough.
open with the breeze coming in, like just the ceiling fans, I am good. But these summer months.
Are you going to renew? Aren't you coming up on the end?
Yeah, July 1st probably.
So have you gotten a renewal offer?
No, actually that's so interesting.
They have to give one 30 days before.
Interesting.
You should
I
look
gotta
into
look that up.
Did you sign a 12-month?
I think so.
Because I signed a 15, so I've still got a few months here.
Interesting. Well, I had to text my building manager the other day because I thought I saw a cockroach, and I may have. Which
we don't know. Is it a cockroach or is it a sea monster or a water bug?
Yeah, because apparently they look alike, which I don't know if that's true.
I don't either.
I did actually look up. I Googled it, and a bunch of pictures came up, and some of the water bugs looked kind of close.
Have you seen it ever again?
No.
That makes me think it is a water bug because cockroaches rear their ugly head in.
Yeah,
droves.
it was a one and done. I saw it. I killed it. I poured vinegar down my drains.
You saw it came, you conquered.
I was directed to pour vinegar down my drains. I did so, and I have not seen another one.
Okay.
So crisis averted, but disgusting. I can't handle bugs, especially cockroaches.
Do you think you'll move?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know where. See, I've moved every year since I moved here, which is only 3 years, but it is exhausting.
It is.
And I do like the place other than the air situation and the laundry.
And parking.
Parking for me is fine. It's just
Right.
like if people visit, it's annoying. I do need to get a permit, but I did learn that I have to make sure my address matches my license before I can get the permit.
Are you still in Indiana?
No, I'm on California. I just have
is it?
where I lived with the boys on Willow Crest
Got it.
years ago.
Okay.
So I have to do that. But then that will be nice for me to at least have a permit to give a guest.
Yeah, that's true.
But I guess I don't know what I would do. Because I don't feel like I can afford, even like now, I don't feel like I can afford to go up because my car payment is a lot. When I moved, I didn't have that car payment yet. So like in theory back then I could have maybe afforded a little bit more and I was just being like a little cheap.
But you haven't been looking, so you don't know what's out there really.
Yeah, I just think I'm tired.
For sure, I totally get that. maybe you can just stay month to month then.
Yeah.
I mean, the building is, I feel like one of those that's potentially old enough where they will just let you go month to month.
Yeah.
And then you can just not have to commit to another year. And if something changes or you want to upgrade, you don't have to like wait 12 more months.
Yeah. Very true though that I need to look into it because I have not.
Put a reminder down.
What happens if she could lease it out?
No. You have to be you have to be given the option. But what would happen, I think, is it just automatically goes month to month. That's what I'm theorizing is going on.
Interesting.
Or you signed a 15-month lease and didn't know it.
Yeah, which is plausible.
Did you sign a physical lease or was it all digital?
Yeah, I had to sit there and go through every single page.
Yeah. Do you have a physical copy of that? Maybe
Probably.
somewhere. I know. I'm asking because I signed all of mine digitally, but I think I have a physical somewhere.
I think I have a digital because I think I asked her to send it to me.
Got it.
Later. So I do think I have.
Keep it on your noggin and look.
Very
into
true, because it is the time that I moved. Maybe I moved in on a random day, so maybe it isn't 30 days yet.
So your apartment's fine.
It's fine.
That was the question. That
oh
started
yeah,
all
it's
this.
fine. I still have painter's tape on the top of the ceiling because I
I
can't.
wondered, but then I saw the video you sent or a picture you sent from an audition you did, and I didn't see it.
I think I just had it cut off.
Angled. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I did an audition. I never get auditions like often. Not
Yeah.
never. I don't get them often.
Yeah.
But this one was for a beauty company,
Mm-hmm.
and I am just not good at them because I don't know what I'm doing. And there are always things where I'm like have to mimic actions. Like every audition I've done, the last one I did, I had COVID, and I was fighting for my life, trying to like act like I was putting on mascara at a party and like waving to my friends and dancing to no music because you couldn't have music in the background.
I can feel that you were cringing.
Yeah. And on top of it, I had COVID. So I was like,
Ugh.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And this one again was mimicking, putting on, I don't know if I can say, obviously I didn't sign anything.
No.
I was mimicking putting on like moisturizer on my face.
Did you put moisturizer on?
I did. I put so much on.
So many takes.
So many layers. Yeah, because obviously I couldn't do it in one take. And then it was like I had to take photos. So I was like doing the timer, and it was like they gave me inspiration shots because they wanted you to like place it on your hand like you're putting moisturizer on so that it could be like a hand shot.
Oh, right.
And then also pose like you're look off to the side of the camera like you're looking longingly at your partner. Like the most like intricate descriptors for these pictures.
Yeah.
So like since I was not sick this time, it was fine. But it's also just like I cringe at myself so hard.
It's good practice for your acting debut.
Right. Well, I need to get an audition where I need to act because all these are just me silently mimicking actions.
You're building up to it. You'll get there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So funny.
Speaking of acting, are you aware of the Rat Boy Summer thing?
Rat Boy Summer? Like the Brat Pack?
No. Like, you know how like last year it was, well, it's like Hot Girl Summer is a thing.
Uh-huh.
And then it's been coined this year, Rat Boy Summer. And it's like, we are lifting up the boys who are not conventionally hot, but you find hot, basically. And it's like, we're going for these boys. Who is an example of this? So I have a few.
Okay.
Timothy Chalamet, Jeremy Allen White, Adam Driver. I threw in Pete Davidson because I think he fits this. So like the descriptor is a man that is lankier than most, with sunken eyes and angular facial features.
I agree.
So Barry Kogan, whatever.
Uh-huh. He's not lanky though. He's like this tall.
No, but his face is like
totally. I agree with all of them you said except for Timothy. I think Timothy's like high fashion. He gives me like high fashion.
Yeah. And
Definitely.
I also wouldn't say Tom Holland. He's just like a cute little.
Pete Davidson for sure. That dude is a raccoon.
His eyes are sunken. Oh, also 1975. He's one of them.
Totally, Gerald.
What is his name? Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
What's his name?
Carrie.
Carrie.
Jobin. Josh. Chris. Alex.
Hey, hold on. Let me look it up. Oh, there's his face. Matty Healy. Oh my gosh.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Who else?
Probably the lead singer of... Wow, what a throwback just popped in my head. The lead singer of... Oh my God, who was that band that was huge in 2005?
Good Charlotte.
Oh, close. No. It's... The singer had hair like this.
Okay.
His hair was like this, and he was like Adam Levine kind of vibes, but like
5 Seconds of Summer? No. Wait, 2005? I was in high school.
They had a song called Loser. No.
Not Foo Fighters, that's older.
Oh my God. It's going to drive me insane. I saw him
really
like drunk once
emo
at a bar.
Like that? Fall Out Boy?
That kind of vibe. Yeah, more like a Fall Out Boy, I'd say.
Whoever sings is a corner of ocean avenue.
That's Yellow Card.
Yellow Card. Not
no. Them. Oh my God. We're both gonna go, Mah. Hold on, I gotta look it up. I gotta figure this out. He's really problematic now. I know that. Guys, this is going to destroy me.
Sublime?
Not Coachella, but what's that show that was like... Okay, wait.
Coachella.
This might be it. A live show like Coachella, but it's for the emo kids.
Oh,
It's hosted by Vans, I think.
Warped Tour.
Warped Tour. They were definitely at Warped Tour.
For sure. Jimmy Eat World, My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco, All American Rejects.
Yes, All American Rejects.
Oh, I don't know who anyone in that is.
It's the All American Rejects, finally.
But yes, I am looking at him now, and you're so right. He does have hair similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's giving like skinny, lanky.
Do you know their songs?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know a couple.
Move along like I know you do.
Yeah, I know a couple.
Anyway.
Gives You Hell.
That is the song I was trying
to
think of.
It Ends Tonight. Dirty Little Secret. Swing,
back.
Swing.
Wow, what good songs they had.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
Anyway,
you were so right with 2005 too.
I nailed it, right?
You really did.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like the girlies are saying no to the conventionally attractive men and saying hello to rat boys. Could we not have said something more appealing than
Can
rat?
it stand for something? Let's make it stand for something. Really attractive tall dudes.
Yeah.
But they're
not all tall.
You're right.
Really attractive.
It's rat boy summer. It's really attractive. It's the really attractive time for boys this summer. No,
because it's about their features. It's about like them being
right.
Like hot unconventionally.
Really. Whatever. We're going to think of it. It's going to stand for something.
But like, I'm here for it.
Sure.
So that's that.
Who's your favorite rat boy this summer?
I do like Jeremy Allen White, and The Bear is coming back for season whatever, 34.
Sure, it's great. Never seen it.
I do like him. I'm sure that if I heard Pete Davidson talk, I would be attracted to him.
Oh.
Because of, the BDE.
Yeah.
Just like looking at him, I'm not into him.
Yeah.
But.
Okay. Rat boy summer. That's funny.
I mean, Timothy is like, I guess, cute, but if you don't think he's a part of it.
Falls into that. No.
He is really lanky,
I think he's more like Prada model.
Yeah. But is that just because he is a Prada model? You know what I mean?
Possibly, but also like he gives me more like Victorian child.
Yeah,
like
he also dresses
skin.
pretty sleek.
Yeah.
If he dressed grungier,
totally.
It might be
I guess
a thing.
The way he looked in Don't Look Up. Yes, rat boy.
Oh my God, he was in that?
Yeah. He played like the dude boyfriend.
Right. I've only seen it the one time. It's a good movie.
Don't look up.
You and I watched for the first time recently that I'm ashamed to admit is Get Out. And it was incredible. But it's like something in this.
Oh, it is so good. Yeah.
In the like culture of the world that everyone else has seen.
Totally.
And I didn't mean to not watch it.
Yeah.
I just like didn't get around
just
to it.
a little late to the game.
Great movie.
Hell yeah.
I just really needed to get it. I needed to get it under my belt.
Get out and get in with that movie.
Yes. And it was wild.
Speaking of movies, I'm so stoked for M. Night has 2 movies right now. He produced one, I think directed and produced the other.
Okay.
You know, he's my favorite director
Mm-hmm.
/ writer. So he has, oh my God, it just came out with Dakota Fanning. It's the horror thriller looking one.
Yeah, I don't know
The
what it's
Watchers.
called, but yes.
He produced, he didn't direct that one, but if he's behind it, it's got some huge twist. So stoked for that one, but I'm more excited for The Trap. Have you seen this trailer?
No.
With Josh Hartnett.
I'm in.
Listen, I'm going to...
All you got to say is Josh Hartnett,
I'm going to
and I'm there.
explain the trailer to you because the trailer is all I've seen. So if I tell you what the trailer said, it doesn't give anything away beyond what the trailer is.
Okay.
Loosely based on a true story about trying to catch the Hillside Strangler / the Golden State Killer here in here in California. Very loosely. I'll explain in a second.
Okay.
Basically, the trailer opens in a Taylor Swift style concert. And it's filmed very like A24.
Okay. Is that who did it?
No, M. Night Shyamalan. He has his own company.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So it opens with this girl. It's Josh Hartnett's daughter, and she can't believe he got her tickets to this show. And they're like floor seats right up front.
Okay.
People are coming into their seats. Like, it looks like it's going to be this huge fucking concert. He's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Are you good? And she's like, Dad. So he goes to the bathroom and he sees there's like police everywhere. And so he goes up, which to me, not abnormal at a huge venue.
Yeah. Maybe the amount of police.
In what they showed, it was like a normal amount of police. It was like
okay.
3. He goes to the concession stand. He's like, hey, what's with all the police? And the guy goes, shouldn't be saying this, but rumor has it that the whatever serial killer is here tonight, and this whole show is being put on to trap him.
Oh my gosh.
And so Josh Hartnett is like freaking out. He like gets really wide-eyed, and I'm like, oh shit, his daughter, something's going down.
Yeah.
He goes to the bathroom and sits in a stall, and you realize he's the serial killer.
That's sick.
So you don't know anything more than that, other than just there's a bunch of flashes of crazy shit happening. But like, he's the one they're trying to trap.
In the trailer, it's like you know it's him. That's actually a sick concept.
So I'm like, it's M. Night. He gave us that Josh Hartnett's the serial killer right off the bat. Something's going to happen. It looks so good.
Wow.
Anyway, that's coming out in June or July.
Josh Hartnett. When I tell you that Pearl Harbor was like a sexual awakening for me.
30 Days and 30 Nights?
No, because like I didn't care about that.
Okay.
But like my childhood was centered around Josh Hartnett. I loved Pearl Harbor so much.
Yeah.
It's a sad movie. But like he's so hot in it. The Faculty, so hot.
Haven't seen either of those.
Wait, The Faculty's like a horror movie. Like I can't believe you haven't.
I know.
You should.
It's a great definitely movie. Should.
What else is he in that is
30 Days and 30 Nights?
Sure. I feel like there's something
period piecey.
What?
Like a period piece style movie?
Oh, no, I just mean like a teen style movie. Let me look.
I get him confused with Heath.
Fair, because it's the time.
Yeah, R.I.P. Heath.
Also, wow, so cute.
Also, the movie's called Trap, not The Trap.
Okay. Yeah, The Faculty, Black Hawk Down.
Saving Private Ryan and Black Hawk Down? Oh, no, you said Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor. He's in Halloween H2O. Yes.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Halloween Water?
I guess. It was 20 years later.
H2O?
Yeah.
That means water.
It does. And
You mean Halloween Y2K?
No, it's literally called Halloween H2O.
Okay. Never heard of that.
And it was 1998. The movie O, which like is based on Othello, but it's a modern telling of Othello, and it is Julia Stiles, Mekhi Phifer,
artsy,
and Josh Hartnett, and
artsy.
Like both of them, Mekhi Phifer and him in one movie. Like, get out of here!
Stop it right now! Stop it!
But that came out when I was young too, so it's just like
okay, Joshua.
All these movies.
Joshua Hartnett.
Let me just like make sure there's none more I need to talk about.
Is he Trap on there?
It is. It's at the beginning. The Virgin Suicides. Did you ever watch that? I actually don't remember.
It's depressing AF.
Yeah, I don't know. He's so cute.
Oh, he is in the Virgin Suicides. That's right.
I don't think I've seen it now.
You will hate it.
I don't need to watch it then.
No, it's so sad. Do you know what happens? It's in the title.
I could deduce.
Yeah. Kirsten Dunst.
She's in everything that's like kind of sad, right?
I mean, she was just such an adult actor as a child.
Yeah.
I watched her like Vanity Fair interview, and she talks about that being like, I don't know. I think people just like I was able to just like act, so they put me in a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you really could. You could just act. I watched her in Jumanji last week.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, still holds.
Yeah. I've been thinking I need to rewatch Bring It On.
I watched that recently too. I want to go watch. I've never seen Interview with a Vampire, which was like her breakout role.
Yeah, because she's young, right? Girl. Is it Johnny Depp or Brad Pitt?
It's Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm. And she's young, right?
Oh my God, yeah, she's like 10.
And is it kind of weird? Like,
yeah,
with
it's kind of weird.
age?
Yeah, because she's like a child body, but she's like old inside.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be good.
I feel like her and Evan Rachel Wood, they were like the token girls as like child actors doing adult things, like the movie 13.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That was intense.
It was.
Megan was like, "This is my favorite movie. We have to watch it." I watched it. And I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god."
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how we got here.
Movie. I said speaking of movies.
Speaking of movies. Oh, speaking of movies again.
Yeah.
Practical Magic sequel.
Well,
We've talked about it
kind of
offline, but I wanted to talk about it here. What
I
do you
still
mean,
can't
kind
find anything definitive. I found something that said like Nicole Kidman finally said, "Yes, me and Sandy are both on board."
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything more.
So,
Does that, speaking of Evan Rachel Wood.
Oh, yeah. I think that she just said it's confirmed that they are going to do it. They are producing it.
But
and
are they
will
be in it?
Yeah, they are producing it and they will be in it, playing those characters.
Okay.
There is not a date of production yet, though.
So
and therefore not a release date.
So Paramount released this crazy teaser on TikTok just to say, we've been greenlit.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
that's intense.
Yeah, but like it is exciting.
I know why they're doing it. They're doing it to see what kind of buzz they get, and that will determine the budget.
For sure. Yeah. And I think that, I mean, I don't know. Hocus Pocus is a different.
There's a third one, right?
I
think there's a third one.
Oh, they are
coming
doing,
out.
yeah. From the girl who.
Like it doesn't have the original cast in it.
Yeah, but it's the girl who was in the second one.
Correct.
Was the star.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I agree that they're doing it to create buzz, but I think that because in the article I read, it was like on the heels of Hocus Pocus 2 coming out with the original cast, that was a huge hit. And so then they started thinking, like, should we redo this and how do we retell this story?
Practical Magic has a cult following.
Yeah. So I think like it's different audiences, but I do think that people are excited about it.
Oh, yeah. Different audiences, sure. I guess it was a little more adult, but it wasn't like, I mean, it was a little scary.
Yeah.
As a kid watching that, it was a little scary.
Definitely like
so much.
scarier than Hocus Pocus, I guess, because it's like kids.
It's definitely part of my like fall watch movies. I love it.
Yeah, well, you convinced me to watch it last year for the first time. I don't know why. I just assumed I wasn't going to like it. I don't know why. I don't think I even knew that Sandra Bullock was in it. That's probably why. Okay. But yeah, I love it. Now I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Are you an Olympics fan?
It's not that I'm not. It's just that like I don't care.
Right. Clip that.
If it's
right.
I will watch it if it's on, and I get into it if it's on.
Yeah.
But like, just like when we talked about football, if I think about it too much, I go, can't believe this exists.
Yeah, it's like we're all just doing this.
These people destroy their bodies for their entire lives to compete in a 2-week sprint in whatever it is, and we all just go, you're so fast. Team.
Yeah, I am really into the Olympics, so I can't relate to not being.
I guess I'm impressed by them. Like it's like not. I don't take that light. Like it's like I understand what they're doing is impressive.
Yeah.
Especially Winter Olympics. Like add the element of weather, and it's crazy to me. But
yeah,
I'm not like planning my life around it. Although we're both gonna have to be planning our lives around the Olympics soon.
Oh, because it's
gonna take over our lives. Like we need to leave for that month.
Yeah, but I would kind of want to go.
Well, tickets are sold out already, so no, I have no idea. I have no idea.
I love the Olympics because one, there's so much going on for that couple week span that it's always something to watch and catch up on.
Yeah.
And like it's a time to be like have American pride and it not be political. You know what I mean? And so it's like a positive thing. It's like obviously we want to win the most gold medals. Every country does.
Yeah.
So it's like a fun thing to root for and it not be like drama or upsetting circumstances.
Yeah.
Or just like, you know, people fighting with each other over whatever. It's a time to like be united, if you will, and be like, let's go Michael Phelps, you know?
Well, is that begs the question, do you just expect people to default vote for their country and not the contestant that they think is the best at what they're doing?
Well, who's voting?
Rooting, I guess.
Oh. Yeah. Like that's the whole point, right? Is you're rooting for your country.
Is it?
Yeah. I guess
I
like you could also
guess.
root if you have like, so soccer is playing.
Okay.
If you're like a huge, I don't even know who plays for who now, but like whatever the big player for like Manchester United is,
Mm-hmm.
he is probably from a different country.
Oh, I got you. I
So
see.
if you're a huge Manchester United fan and soccer is playing, like, sure, you could root for Brazil or whatever has your favorite soccer play on it. And that would be normal. Like, I would root for someone if I had that same feeling. But I feel like it's the time that it's like, no, you root for your country.
Well, I am excited. Well, I just say that because it's like, are other countries voting for their favorite female gymnastics person, even though like Simone Biles is in it and she's kind of unbeatable?
Probably.
And I'm excited for that because this is her last time.
Yeah.
And we didn't think she was going to come do it again after she kind of backed out.
Yeah, she had a hard time last year. She got the spins or whatever they call it.
Yeah, and anxiety.
Yeah, like she couldn't
do it.
There was something they called it where she, like when you like are spinning in the air so much you like get disoriented and you can't remember how to do the twist.
Yeah.
And so then she was anxious about coming back because it was
right.
Like, how do I know if like it's not going to happen again? So I'm excited. Like, gymnastics are my favorite part of the Summer Olympics. So can't wait for that. But I also like swimming.
Yeah, I like diving.
Katie Ledecky's, I don't know if it's her last time, but she is like amazing. And so that's so fun. She's a swimmer.
I did see Cody Simpson was competing to make it, but he didn't.
He didn't, which is sad.
That would have been so cool. A pop star gone Olympic athlete.
Yeah. I have watched a couple days of the swimming qualifiers because it's in Lucas Oil Stadium. They built all of these Olympic size pools in the football stadium, which is wild that they've brought all this water. And I think it's from the White River too, which goes in the middle of Indianapolis, and treated it and everything. So I thought that was cool. I watched a few of the races. Mm-hmm. Excited about that. There's a lot, like so much to watch. Basketball, Paris.
They're in Paris this year, and then 4 years they're here.
Yeah, I don't know where winter is in 2 years.
Right.
But the reason I brought this up is because this is what I thought you would be excited to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Is that they have anti-sex beds.
Yeah, I do know this.
Okay. Which is
funny.
It is funny. I did see an article after that said the Olympic Committee was like, they're not anti-sex. It's just for the environment.
Right.
But also they are cardboard. So I don't know how you can get around them breaking if you are having a lot of sex.
Yeah.
And they're twin beds.
Yeah.
So more than one person really can't fit on it. And I can't imagine like what the weight capacity is. Like if you're a gymnast and a tiny man, like you're probably fine. But if you're two like rugby players,
totally,
you're probably gonna break the cardboard.
Yeah, I would think.
And I also read that they were providing 300,000 condoms.
The number astounds me.
300,000, which means they've done research because I think in Australia it said they had only provided 70,000. So they've assessed that they need that much more over the years. It's gone up to 300.
The energy, the anxiety,
they're hot. They're in great shape. Once they're done competing, they have like so much anxiety to release. So I get it, but
it's like coming together with people who know exactly what you've been going through.
Yeah, and they've been having the same stress, and all they've been thinking about for all these months is this one thing they're doing.
4 years.
And then when you're done, you can just like get drunk and party.
My God.
And especially if you lost, like you are sad. You need you need someone to console you. So I get it, but I thought that it was a funny thing if they are anti-sex. But like, what is the anti part? Like, they're saying that's not the reason, but say that it is and they're just trying to cover it up. Like, what is the reason to be anti-sex?
Distraction.
I mean, sure. Like the condoms are like to prevent STDs. So that's...
And pregnancy.
But like also they're adults. So if they're trying to get pregnant by another elite athlete to make an elite baby, then like that's on them.
Totally.
I guess.
I feel like it's less about the organization and more about like a push from the countries or the coaches, just like, I don't want Simone getting busy. I want her to focus and go to bed at 6 p.m. Whatever.
For sure.
Hey, you know what I just thought of? Where the hell is my huge hourglass?
That was in your bathroom?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you take it to your storage unit?
No.
I didn't steal it, I promise.
That would be crazy to steal because it's huge.
Yeah.
Anyway, just thought of that. Not important to anything.
And no one here knows that you had a big hourglass, but now they know it's missing.
I have a huge hourglass that was genuinely a 1 hour thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You obviously just put it somewhere for whatever reason.
I've had that thing since I was 15.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
A relic, if you will.
Thank you. He's old.
No.
It's vintage.
The only other thing I have on my list besides birthdays are the reemergence of Kate Middleton. She
I didn't even know this.
Yeah, she appeared for the Trooping the Color event, which I didn't know. I had to look up.
Gross word.
Yeah, is held each year to celebrate the monarch's official birthday. I don't know why they don't just call it a birthday party.
Who's the monarch?
King Charles.
So the monarch is whoever's in charge?
The monarch is whoever the king or queen is.
Got it. Okay.
And the monarchy is the family.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So I guess it's just... Patriarchy. Got it. It's all bad. Yeah, I suppose.
Anyway.
But she looked beautiful. She did look tiny, but she's always kind of been tiny.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell that she's lost a bunch of weight. I assume you do on chemo. I don't know. But she looked very beautiful. She was with the kids.
Cute.
So she was walking. It's not like she's in a wheel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you think of someone getting
walking.
chemo, you think it's
frail, and
you just picture it, what you see in movies or whatever. People getting chemo. Because it's such a hard thing to go through, very painful and all that. So she had life. She had life in her is what I mean. So that seems to be a positive thing.
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Before we get to birthdays, I have a recommendation.
Okay.
For those that like to listen to podcasts, this is not a video podcast, but I just finished Scamanda. Did I tell you about this?
You were telling me that you were listening to that.
I finished it. Fascinating. If you want I think it's 8 episode, very fascinating series about a woman who has cancer, and here in Los Angeles area, and you can guess by the name. Her name's Amanda, but the name of the podcast series is called Scamanda. That she operates this insane scam, and things that she's able to do and gets away with for the amount of years, and it's actually insane. And they have real audio. They interview tons of people directly involved, and it's narrated by a British journalist, so it's just great for the ears.
Ooh, yeah. Is it giving that one Elizabeth lady?
Elizabeth Holmes?
Yeah.
No, because this Amanda person is not smart. She's just schemy.
Okay.
But Elizabeth Holmes was
Scamanda, I pictured SCH.
Oh yeah,
not
it's Scamanda. Yeah.
Got it. But scheme also works.
She basically look, she duped the church, which is not hard to do because but
they'll believe anything.
They'll believe any. I mean, you come in with a conviction. God gave me this challenge.
Yeah.
Now I need you to help me pay for it. Is how it kind of all started. But
got it.
Anyway, I recommend it if you like to listen to Scamanda. Very, very good. Fun listen.
Yeah, I actually forgot that you told me about that.
A very satisfying ending.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember, have we talked about this even on the last podcast? But the chokehold that Serial had on the world.
Yeah, Serial was.
I miss that time.
Yeah.
What a great time.
That was podcast peak.
It was the origin of the podcast as we know it.
Also Lore. That was another one that was really big then.
Oh, I didn't listen to that.
And Amazon made it into a 2-season show with reenactments, and it was so good.
I never listened to that.
So good.
But yeah, I feel that was the origin of podcasting as we know it, basically. And I guess before video podcasting, but the virality of it and
Yeah.
the listening every week, like that becomes your ritual. Like that
Uh-huh.
wasn't really a thing, I feel like, until Serial.
Right.
And it was so good.
So good.
Yeah. Well, before we get to the birthdays, a speak pipe came in. So let's give her a listen.
Okay.
Hey, Allison and Alex. I am speaking to you from Charleston, West Virginia.
Yeah, you are.
I know you guys are going to love the accent.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to write in and say I love the podcast, but my question to you all is how did you guys finally leave your hometown? My husband and I are looking to move from West Virginia, and we cannot, I guess, be brave enough and take the first steps. So do you have any positive encouragement for leaving your hometown? I'll definitely make my husband listen to this episode too, but I always make him listen in. Much love to you from Charleston, West Virginia. Take care, and I would love to hear some positive encouragement. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, we do love an accent.
I love an accent.
There's like the way to our heart is any kind of accent.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the question.
Yeah, thank
you. I guess I feel like you have a little bit more insight, so I will start because it's
interesting. I think the opposite.
Oh, really?
Well, because I came out here for school, so it was like a little different.
Okay. Well, then you can go.
I think so. For me, I guess I have been thinking a lot about what I would do now if I were to leave Los Angeles, because I understand the anxiety. It's really hard to pick up your roots and go somewhere. And I will say the added element of having a spouse or someone else to do that with.
Yeah, I think that's a huge advantage.
Yeah, and also probably harder.
Oh.
Because I think it's harder. Like you have someone to do it with you, but it's two people's lives going out of their normal routines and the things they know to start over somewhere new. The best example, I guess, the encouragement I can bestow would be, although my move out here was a little different because I knew I had to get out of Indiana. It was not for me. I knew that was not my home. Mm-hmm. I didn't really feel ties to it other than family and some friends. So for me, LA feels like home. But my bestie Megan in New York, who thought the same thing, was going through the same thing for like 3 years, being like, I want to go to New York. I want to go to New York, but I can't leave LA. How do I get out of LA? Mm-hmm. And then to watch her, she kind of set herself up with like a list of things where she was like, okay, she gave herself a deadline. Like, I want to decide if I'm going to leave by this date. Mm-hmm. And here are the things that I want to do to prepare myself to make an educated decision. Mm-hmm. So that would be my advice, is like, if you're like, I want to have one more Christmas here. That was Megan's thing. She's like, I want to have one more Christmas in LA. Okay. I want to have one more summer in LA, and I want to finish these things before I decide if I'm for sure going to leave. Yeah. And so having that list really kept her accountable to doing that, and not just because it's so easy, I feel like, to be like, I want to try New York, or I want to try moving to LA. And then you just get caught up in routines, or a vacation comes up and you're distracted by this, or you have a really great weekend with your best friend in town and you're like, yeah, maybe I don't want to leave. Yeah. So setting yourself up with like, I want to decide whether or not we're going to move by December of 2024. Yeah. And before that date, here's what I want to do. I want to go explore what the best neighborhoods are in this place that we want to move to. Mm-hmm. I want to see if they have a Target, these things that you like where you currently live.
Does the budget work?
How does the budget work compared to what we're doing now? If you need to find jobs over there first, what does the job market look like right now? Yeah. And again, I think removing the pressure of like, we have to do this, and just say, on December 20th, we're going to sit down and look at this list that we made. And did we do these things we said we want to do? And let's have an honest conversation about it. And then if the decision's yes, then I think it's like, now you set the goal of when you're going to do it. Yeah. And if it's a money thing, like, we want to have this much money saved up by then. But I'm a big list person too. So
but you have to have a plan to have the money, because if you just say, I want to save this much money, mm-hmm. and you don't have a plan on that, does that mean picking up an extra job? Does that mean like...
No, that's fair too. Whatever. Because if anyone who asks me like, I want to move to LA. What's your advice? My very first thing I say is like, do not come out with less than $10,000.
Yeah, I agree.
And expect that $10,000 to be gone in 4 months. So come out with $10,000 for a really intense 4 month, like immediately get a job, find a place to live in your budget. But if you come out here with less than 10K, you are going
you're really
to struggle.
setting yourself up
Yeah.
for,
So also just knowing those things, I think.
Yeah. I feel like I did both things. So when I graduated college, my plan was to move to New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a friend that we were going to move together. We were going to go in the fall.
Yeah.
We, were planning on that. And then at the last second, she decided she was actually going to go to grad school somewhere else. And so for me, I did the thing where I was like, okay, I'll save some money and I will go in a few months once I have a little bit more time now that I'm kind of caught off guard a little bit to plan on what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And that turned into me just never doing it because you never have, enough money unless you intentionally decide like I'm going to budget myself so that I can save this amount of money, or I'm going to pick up another job or get a new job or whatever that makes more money so that I can set aside the extra money to save. I was just living my life being like, I'll put $50 back this week or this month and then nothing next month. And I didn't have a plan, and I got scared because I wasn't moving with a friend that I could share and commiserate with.
Right.
And so I just was paralyzed with like being scared of doing it. And so I just never went, even though New York is literally my favorite place. Mm-hmm. I would have
much closer than LA.
But I didn't want, then it became, I got older and I was like, I don't want to move there and have to live with like 7 roommates.
For sure.
And like live like I'm 21. Like if I had done it right out of college and I did the like struggling New York thing, it would have been different. But then like 10 years later, that's not like what I want to do.
For sure.
So then when it came time to, do I move to LA? I had the benefit of having a job already, which I know that a lot of people don't have. And the people who I could lean on when I moved to help me, like let me stay with them for a period of time. So that made it easier for me to decide to do that. Although I didn't want to decide to move to LA until I felt ready. I didn't want it to be someone else's decision.
For sure.
Which luckily Caleb and Cameron really let me do, because I didn't want to feel like I was moving to LA like because Caleb wanted me to. And then I hate it and then I resent him for that. I had to wait until I emotionally was like, no, I'm ready for a change in my life. And so I feel like if you feel like it's the time is right for you and you want a change, then I feel like that's how you know that it is right. And you can remember that nothing is permanent. You don't have
that's
to.
That's what I was going to say. Like you can literally always go back.
Yeah.
I think that's great advice. I think too, something to remember is, like, I don't know if Charleston, West Virginia is your hometown, but if it is, you can literally always go back.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of pressure we put on ourselves that like going back home feels like you failed or something. Mm-hmm. But I think the thing to remember is like you will never regret trying something.
Yeah.
Because even if you try it and you hate it, or it fails in quotes, or you have a bad time and you do go back, you then, congratulations, you'll never wonder what if you did it. And I just think like there's so much more positivity in actually trying something. Heather, you're listening to the podcast. I know you are. Heather's a good example. She went to New York. She tried it for 2 years. She went back to Indiana. Yeah. It wasn't a fail. It was just like she did her time there and then she went back.
Yeah, it's so fair.
Yeah.
I always, before I had the opportunity to move to LA, I regretted not going to New York. And it was like literally my biggest regret. So when it came time for this, it was like, I can't back out. Yeah. Like I already did this once and I regretted it so much. Yeah. And I just feel like the whole failing thing, I feel like is more like a small town. I don't know if it's a small town where you live, but you can't care what the people from your small town are going to say.
No.
And I'm a big family person. So like one of the hardest things for me was leaving my family, leaving my close friends.
Yeah.
But I think it's really easy once you get over the initial hump of being gone and you find your routine of how you connect with them.
Yeah.
If it's FaceTime, if it's, calling, if it's going home periodically, like once it becomes normal, everyone kind of accepts it. And then
Yes.
it's like, it's no different other than, we're not physically with each other. But I mean, my best friend and I literally FaceTime like 4 times a day. And we are just like, that works. And then when I'm home, it's a great time.
Yeah.
And the relationship hasn't changed. And if you make that intentional, then I think that that's not something to deter you either, because the people that you want to be in your life will continue to be.
Yeah.
And you can always visit and you can always move home if you want.
Well, and to circle it back to what you were saying right after you played the question. So although I do think like it maybe is a little more challenging when there's 2 people involved, because it's 2 different personalities, 2 different lives, even if you've decided to be married and you're together.
Mm-hmm.
But it also, like you were saying, it is beneficial because if you're both aligned in wanting to try this new adventure together, you do have a support system.
Yeah.
And that is nice. You had a support system when you came out here.
Yeah, but if I didn't,
and I didn't. But I had school.
would have cried every day.
Yeah, so it sounds like to me from the tone of your voice and the question that like you're pretty stoked about doing this.
Yeah.
So thank you for the question.
If your husband isn't sold on it yet, like maybe you do take a trip to the place that you are interested in going and make it super fun. Like go to all the cool spots and like really immerse yourself in the culture of that place so you can see if, okay, like, this is like a cool city that we could see ourselves in. Or maybe you're like, okay, maybe never mind. It's not the vibe that we wanted, and let's try somewhere else.
Well, like I'm a routine person. So also to piggyback off that, when I came out to visit, I not only was like, let's do some fun things and see, but I was like, where would be my local grocery store? Yeah. Where would be my local gas station? How far is the walk to school? And then that also made it real for me. That made it more like, oh my God, I could easily adopt a routine in this place that I've always wanted to live. So,
which is so funny, like going to Hollywood, and being like, this is gonna be my home, and like you down the corner, someone's like dying on the street.
But I did things like
not that that's funny, but like
that the total difference to
the culture shock of immediately moving to
but I did find my
Hollywood.
Walmart. I found where my Walmart was because that felt like home to me. And
the one in Santa Clarita.
Hell yeah.
You drove so far.
I would drive so far to that Walmart, but it grounded me. So again, that's another good piece of advice. Like finding, like I said, a Target, but whatever it is for you that's in your hometown that makes it feel like home. Yeah. Find something similar, and then you have a grounding location that will help you with the transition. But thank you for the question. That was such a good question.
That was. And I
please
say
update us.
You got to do it. You just got to make the
You'll never regret
leap.
trying something.
Agreed.
And please keep us updated because I'd love to know if you do and where. Did she say where?
No.
No, she didn't. Keep us posted.
Yes. Okay, to wrap up, here are the birthdays for today.
And today is what? June
24th.
June 24th is the best day of the...
Influencer celebrity Tana Mojo will be 26.
Comment section. No. What's the name of her?
Canceled.
Bella Thorne X.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Her ex.
Mm-hmm. Solange Knowles will be 38.
Beyonce's sister.
Younger than I thought, honestly.
38?
Yeah, I thought
that is younger than I thought.
Yeah, I thought she was in her 40s.
I guess Beyonce's in her 40s though, right?
Yeah, I guess I thought they were closer in age.
Did you know Beyonce is her mother's maiden name?
I didn't.
Anyway.
The last name?
Yes.
Never heard of that. Ariana Madix from Vanderpump Rules. That was me getting full circle back to Vanderpump Rules.
Right back.
She's 39. And also Stassi Schroeder from Vanderpump, which you don't know, is 36.
They have the same birthday?
Same birthday, and kind of drama because on the first couple seasons of Vanderpump, when they were super young, it was a big joke that Stassi made such a big deal about her birthdays and was like so mad at people if they weren't there or if they weren't like making the moment about her.
But Adriana was like, it's my birthday too.
Ariana didn't come
Ariana.
until a few seasons in.
Oh.
And she wasn't really, they weren't like really mixed up with each other.
Okay.
So I don't know that it was a big deal.
It's funny.
Mindy Kaling will be 45.
Okay.
And Minka Kelly will be 44. Minka Kelly. You know her face.
What from is she? What farm is she? What she is from? What is she from? What is she in?
I know what you mean. Friday Night Lights, The Roommate, 500 Days of Summer, Just Go With It. Wait. Yeah. Euphoria. She's in a lot.
Can't picture her even a little bit.
I'll show you a pic. You've definitely seen this person.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Did not know that was her name.
Yeah, she was like in a lot of things like...
She looks like Selma Hayek, or am I wrong?
Kind of. If Selma Hayek and... What's her name that plays Blair in Gossip Girl?
Well, that's funny because weren't they both in The Roommate together?
Oh, are they?
Oh, no, Blair. That's Blake Lively.
Oh,
You're talking about
I'm talking about Leighton
Meester.
Meester. I feel like she reminds me of Leighton Meester a lot.
Well, they're in The Roommate together.
That's great. That's because they look alike. Got it. Have I not seen that?
I don't know. It's a
I
pretty
feel
good
like I
movie. It's a
have.
pretty good
But yeah,
thriller.
Friday Night Lights, The Roommate, Parenthood, Charlie's Angels, Titan.
Parenthood. I've watched that too. Okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah. 44.
Okay, Minka. Same age as Mindy Kaling. Nope, you're younger.
Yes. And I just remembered I have Mindy Kaling's book on my bookshelf and I never read it.
It's a great book. I've listened to the audiobook. Wait,
is it her?
Is it Everyone's Hanging Out Without Me? That one?
No, it
Why
must be
is
the one
Everyone Hanging Out
before
Without Me?
that.
She's written so many.
I think it is before that.
Okay. Well, I've
had it for a while.
listened to Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me, and it's good.
Should I read that?
It's good. I think you'd like
Will
it.
I benefit from that?
It just like talks about her childhood and how she knew like she was meant for like destined for
Okay.
something
The title
extraordinary.
feels like pointed at me.
Oh.
Well, all right, everyone.
Great app. I'll check in with you all. I will check in with you all
Personally.
next week.
Yeah, have fun at the wedding.
Okay, we're going to have to figure
It's
out the
wedding
schedule.
season.
I get back and then immediately start prep for the next wedding because I get back technically Monday night, but it really like Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
And then I start doing setup for Emily's wedding on Thursday. So, oh my God.
So we're going to have to do a quick turnaround again.
Yes.
Well, regardless, we'll be here in whatever capacity we can be. And thank you for listening. Do all the things that you know to do. Follow.
And don't ride elephants.
Right.
Bye.
The A-List.